Welcome back once again to SnowRunner, y'all, and in this video, we're going to be checking out a setup that is fully available on console, and that includes everything you see, including the map, the trailer, the rock bouncer, all of that good stuff. You can find all of the information about all of these mods in the description down below, and it should be, or rather I should say everything, should be available on just about every single console. I'm not sure about Switch, but do your own research via the link in the description down below, or rather all of the links in the description down below. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and introduce this rock bouncer, which is Fred's Bouncer 2.0, which is a follow-up to one of the very first rock bouncers in SnowRunner as a whole. Now, one of the coolest things about the entire setup, in my opinion, is the fact that it's a very believably realistic setup, right? It's a very believably realistic setup. It's actually a very well put together setup, and one that you could totally see at like a real world off-road park. So with that, if you're looking for something that can give you that real world style experience, I definitely think that everything that we're driving here, or rather, well, we're only driving one vehicle, but everything in combination between the truck, the trailer, the bouncer, all of it is going to fit into a realism-focused roleplay really, really well. I will say, I kind of only just now realized that I forgot to actually put, like, a hitch in the bed. We'll gloss over that. It's purely visual. Let's see. Do we want to go left? Or do we want to go right? Ironically, there's trails both ways, so I think we might as well go left. There's some really good trails down here to the left, especially the rock bridge, and then the other trail that the rock bridge connects to. I love the interior view on this thing, especially being able to look in the mirrors and see the rock bouncer behind you. Okay, maybe don't use high, especially going up hills. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of the default sounds, but I understand why they're there. And the reason they're there is very obvious. It's to keep the RAM usage down, because on consoles, having custom sounds is going to make a mod use a lot more RAM than it otherwise would. So with that in mind, I definitely think that the default sounds were a good choice, especially if you're wanting to make the mod available for as many players as possible. But at the end of the day, of course, the sounds are very much a personal preference type thing, and whether or not they actually just like kind of detract from the experience is entirely up to you. So let's see. Let's go ahead and put those ramps down. And oh my God, where's the... Oh, there it is. Why did that take me so long to find? Okay, let's go ahead and get your buggy off of the rear of the trailer. And now, it's rock bridge time. And the rock bridge, honestly, y'all, I'm a little iffy on the rock bridge. The rock bridge has been something that has haunted me the last couple of times I've been to it, because the last couple of times I've been to it, they haven't gone very well. Although I feel like, I mean, we're here in a rock bouncer this time. If we can't do this in a rock bouncer, I should probably just... I don't think it's the vehicle that's the problem. Oh, there we go. I actually really like the tires on this thing. They're very well balanced in terms of like grip versus slip. That didn't go well. That didn't go well at all. Okay. Right. This is gonna be fun. We gotta fix this. How do we fix this? Well, we're too far away from the other truck to actually winch to it. There's no trees nearby, and it's not like we can roll ourselves back over. Don't ask me how we fixed it, because I'm not gonna tell you. Well, there's really nothing complicated about how we fixed it. We just recovered, drove back here, and we were good to go once again. Now here's the question: how many? No! Again? Oh! Oh! So this is attempt number 3. And I don't know, I'm kind of not, at this point, I'm not really going into it with any preconceived notions of how it's gonna go. I'm just gonna try my best to stay focused and not let any of the prior scenarios happen again. Just trying to be smart with my lines. Easy. There we go. In all seriousness, we should be able to have this pretty simply if we... No! No! Ah! Why is that one spot such a big deal? Attempt number 4. I'm over this obstacle. I'm so over this, y'all. I am so ready to honestly just like try something else. That like this one obstacle is starting to get really old really freaking quickly. But I feel like I'm just committed now. Like, I've got to do it. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, this next part, we're going to be in low. And we're just going to try to keep a slow, steady crawl. There it is. Not bad. There's honestly a couple of different lines I can choose here, but I'm just gonna... Don't. All I was trying to do was adjust! Why must you hate me? Surprisingly enough, everything is pretty much still good. This obstacle is like the worst obstacle I've ever had to mess with. I'm not even kidding. I don't know if it hates this vehicle or if the obstacle is just like this bad today of all days for whatever reason. But I'm just like, I'm over it. But at the same time, I want to complete it more than ever. Honestly, at this point, I don't even want to keep counting. This is past the point of counting the amount of attempts I've made and to the point of just trying to do it, and whether or not I actually get it done is like up in the air. Oh, so far the progress is good though. Low range. Easy. I'm just gonna go directly ahead. Keep the momentum, steer into it. Oh, we're totally good. Oh no. Ooh. Oh my god! Oh no. No. All I wanted to do was turn it around. I just wanted to slightly maneuver. God, this obstacle is so punishing. If I sound frustrated at this point, it's because I am. It's entirely because I just am. I'm so over it. I'm so freaking over it, but I'm also so determined now. And honestly, if I talk less than usual from this point forward in the video, it's genuinely just because I need to get this obstacle done. Well, I don't need to. I could totally just go to a different obstacle on the map, but I really don't want to do... Don't you dare. Woo! Little bit of a save. There we go. I'm gonna try staying a little bit more left this time, but just keeping my momentum. Ooh. That's almost a vertical drop. Are you kidding me? Adjust. Yup. Oh, come on. Yup. Oh, let's go. No. Right there at the end. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, because you might as well. You might as well get the full fall out of it. Um, oh, and in the drink. Okay, cool. Well, we almost made it, and we made it past the part that was giving me the most trouble the entire time, so I'm gonna call it good there for that obstacle. If y'all want to give this a go, just go to TNB Trails and try to do the main rock bridge with this rig, because it's actually kind of gnarly. It's kind of ridiculous. Now, I will say, I'm sure that there's gonna be people out there in the comments that are gonna be like, well, I did it on my first try. I don't know what's wrong with you. You're just terrible at the game. You're terrible at driving, and you can't drive, and you really should just, like, you know, you really should just, like, accept the fact that you can't drive, and you were never good at this game to begin with. And, like, don't worry. My comment section be like, we should be able to find some trails down here, though. Just gotta actually, like, well, to be honest, just gotta actually look for them. I never realized why this part of this road was so incredibly rippled. It's one of the only places on the entire map that does that. And I still, to this day, have no idea why none of the other roads on the map look like that, but that spot specifically does. And since the rest of this video was basically spent entirely up there on the rock bridge, I think we need some relaxing trails to kind of like back ourselves down from that, because that was just a lot. It was way more than it needed to be. Come on. See, this is how you can go rock crawling to relax, whereas the rock bridge is like if you don't have enough excitement in your life and you need a little bit of extra excitement. Yeah, go to the rock bridge. You'll enjoy it. The beauty of this thing is that you can drive it in kind of a multitude of different ways. You can drive it in kind of like a rock bouncer context and get a lot of wheel speed, or you can just drive it as a buggy and do some slow crawls. That was actually a really big wheel lift. Can I make this? Yes, I absolutely can make that. I wonder how the automatic mode would respond to a trail like this. It's definitely going to give you a lot of extra wheel speed, which is not always beneficial. Oh, there we go. Little bit more. Just need some momentum. And we're good. Oh, whew. I always forget how tight that corner is. And subsequently, I always forget that it basically goes off a cliff edge on the outside. I don't know what kind of line that was. That was like completely out of the realm of anything that I would have even considered a line. But I guess when you're in something like this, you can also kind of just make your own line. No. Uh-huh. I love how that's gonna pull me away from the trail. Well, we might be able to salvage. No. Okay. I say as I, we might be able to salvage this. Okay. Okay. But if y'all enjoyed this look at this vehicle in SnowRunner, I know we flipped over a lot, we rolled over a lot. It wasn't my best driving ever, but I definitely had a good time, and I hope y'all did too. But if y'all enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts and opinions down there in the comments, and I will see y'all next time.